What is up, everybody? Badass here with a Madden 26, kind of a restart, to be honest. I'm going to start a brand new team. Couple reasons for that. We've been playing All Pro for a while, and we're just absolutely smashing everybody. So it's not getting boring on my end, but I think it's becoming the not funnest watch in the world. So if you've been following it and you're super into the team, I apologize for that. I'm not going to delete the Panthers, but I'm not going to really be playing them unless this team is just uninteresting and I just really want to go back to the Panthers. So, but as of right now, we're going to go ahead and create new league, new team, and pretty much everything. And we're going to play on all Madden. We're not doing any sliders or anything like that. We're going to play all Madden like we would on All Pro, and we're going to see how it goes. I've played franchises on all Madden before a while ago when I used to play Madden, and I didn't have really too many problems. There was more adjustments here or there that you have to make, but and there's some Madden bullshit here or there, which we know about, but all in all, it's it's something that we can definitely do. So we're going to go ahead and start a brand new league. There is a team I have in mind, but I'm going to take a look at a couple of rosters and we'll make our decision. So we're going to play offline solo. So in this franchise, I was actually going to not simulate at all, which I think most people, when they play franchise, they simulate a season. I wasn't going to do that at all, but I wanted to take over this team as if, like, you know, I was taking over this year and I was the coach or whatever, you know, a new regime coming in. So I am going to simulate a season and kind of treat this like I am taking it over for, I guess you would call it the 2027 season. And that's how I'm going to do it. But anyway, I was going to wait till the next Madden, but that's not till like August. So I figured, fuck it, let's go ahead and do it now. We've won, like I said, with the Panthers, like 15 straight Super Bowls. So we may go back to them, but most likely not. We'll see. Let's go ahead and do the preseason roster.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
So we have options. So like I said, I wanted to take over a team that lost their coach. I'm going to adjust the volume. I think the volume might be a little high. For me and my ears, it's kind of blasted. Okay, cool. Awesome. Hopefully that's better. So obviously we're talking about the Bills, the Cardinals, the Browns, let's see, the Falcons, the Dolphins, the Giants, the Raiders, let's see, the Ravens, which I've been really leaning towards, and the Tennessee Titans, which would be cool. So we're gonna kind of do process of elimination here. The Titans, I think they're kind of similar to the Panther team, similar in color, they're similar in region. So I'm not going to do the Titans. I'd love to do the Titans one day, but I'm not going to do the Titans. The Ravens, I would have really liked to do. I kind of want to start with a clean slate. So I don't want to take over a franchise that has like a franchise quarterback that no one would really get rid of. No one's getting rid of Lamar Jackson. So that's kind of a no for me right now. I may take over the Ravens in the next Madden game, so I really would like to do a franchise with the Ravens, but this time I'm not going to do it. The Raiders would be cool. I'm just not interested, to be quite frank. They're not really playing outside anymore. They don't feel like the Raiders anymore. I'm old school. You know, they just don't feel like the old school Raiders anymore. So it's just not an interesting team for me to play with as of right now. The Giants, I think, would be cool. I don't want to play with Jackson Dart. I don't like running quarterbacks. And I just think he's a goofball. So anyway, that's what that is. I'd love to play with Neighbors, though. I love Neighbors as a player. And I think they do have some good pieces, but the Giants, I'm just not overly interested in. The Falcons, I think would be really cool, but they were my rivals against the Carolina Panthers, so kind of had a lot of Panthers on this, a lot of Falcons already on this channel, so I'm not going to do the Falcons. And then when it comes to the Cardinals, I think this one has the most. This is the most interesting one to me. They got some really good young players we can build our team around. Kyler Murray is a player we can I would absolutely get rid of him. Any team with a running quarterback, to be honest, I'm going to get rid of. Maybe except like Lamar Jackson. I just don't play well with them. I don't like running quarterbacks. I would never keep a running quarterback in real life. There's no way I would ever revolve my team around a running quarterback. Not to say that they're not good and they can't work for somebody. That's just my personal opinion. I just wouldn't do that. The Buccaneers would be cool. It's one of my son's favorite teams, but they don't really need a coach. The Cleveland Browns would be interesting. They just have a lot of talent. I really want to start with a team that's not the most talented in the world. Give me a little bit of something that I can build my team around, but at the same time, I want to be able to build the team as well, kind of with my own players or whatever. That's the biggest part of the fun in this game, you know. And then the Bills, you know, you're just taking over a really good team. There's no real reason as, you know, when you're building a franchise, you kind of want to take a shitty team and build it up. This is not a shitty team. There's no reason to do this. So with process of elimination, we're going to go ahead and start with the Cardinals. So, Motivator would be cool. Development Wizard is really what I want to go for. For me, the biggest fun in this game is drafting, keeping your roster going, developing players. Even if you see, like, I even have satisfaction seeing players that I have built up going to different teams and playing well. So Development Wizard to me is the most interesting. Probably the best choice to win off the rip would be like a defensive guru. But I think Development Wizard is going to be the best, the funnest to play with. That's what I did last game. Last franchise, so I like that a lot. Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm trying to give him like an old school football name here. Let's see. Buck sounds like a good old school first name. Let's see. Buck. Buck. Let's do Sully. Buck Sully. Probably goofy, but it's kind of old school. So, offensive playbook. We're going to keep the same playbook that we had. It's what I'm comfortable with. I think it's a very good playbook because I like the pistol formation. So, we're going to go ahead and keep the Falcons playbook. Like I said, I'm comfortable with it. I'm familiar. Maybe when the new Madden comes out, I'll switch to that. The defensive playbook, I like the Lions. I know I think a lot of people use the Jaguars. I like the Lions. But I did also have a lot of play sheets and stuff connected to that, so I'm going to use the Lions for now. I might switch this, but we'll take a look at it or whatever. But as of right now, this is what we're going to start with. Appearance, let's see. He doesn't look like a Buck Sully. We need an old guy. There's our Buck Sully. There she is. Buck Sully. All right, so we need like an old guy. Looks like someone who will throw a weight at you if you do something wrong in the weight room. Let's see. No. We don't need Panjab Habibi as coaching our team. Let's see. No, he looks like no. It's kind of a Buck Sully-ish, I guess. Number 86. No, he looks like he gets bossed by his wife too much. Let's see. No, this one looks too familiar. I can't use this one. Let's see. Where's Buck Sully? Some goofy ass coach heads in this. Oh my god, they're terrible. Look at this guy. Looks like you'd be like pouring your wine at a fucking Argentinian steakhouse. All right, let's see. There we go. Kind of looks like a Buck Sully. Let's see. No, he gets his hair cut too often. He's not in the film room enough. All right, let's see. Or Buck Sully. No. Oh my god, this motherfucker. No, hell no. Alright, let's see. Kind of looks like a Buck Sully a little bit. 86 and 166 might work. It's funny because if you look at the faces on the left and then on the right, they don't always look the same. This guy is zesty. He'd actually may work for today's NFL. Definitely NBA. Alright, let's see. No, he looks more like a coordinator. Oh, this guy looks like he picks up shit at a ranch. That's all he'll ever do. Alright, so I'm gonna stop making jokes. Let's find Buck Selly. Alright, let's see. Come on with that. Come on with that. So now it's like a 6 million females. Okay, this is ridiculous. There we go, Buck Selly. He transitioned not too long ago. There we go. Medicine. He hasn't finished this cycle of medication yet. He's got a cleft chin and a nice cleavage. An Adam's apple. Alright, fucking EA, you guys fucking suck. Alright, so, What was it? The one that was over here that was kind of cool. Bit of hat on, right? Wasn't this guy? Well, definitely wasn't that guy. This guy? You know what? I kind of like this one. This is Buck Selly. Let's go. He looks like he used to play linebacker for community college. Now he's disgruntled. Alright, let's go. Let's see his apparel. So we're in Arizona. We're going to pick something kind of cool. That's a little unprofessional. That's unprofessional. Let's see. We need something. That's pretty cool. Let's see. That's not bad. That's Vrabel. That's Vrabel's. You know what? This kind of looks Arizona-ish, to be honest. Just not that professional, that's all. You know, we're gonna go ahead and go with this. That looks like something like you could wear in Arizona, I guess. Let's see. Some black pants. I don't think coaches wear shorts, do they? Like on the sidelines? We'll do the gray pants. Let's do the gray pants, shoes. That works. That's fine. There he is. Buck Selly, let's go.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. The preseason, the regular season,
yeah, we'll
or
start
the
playing.
fantasy draft.
Let's see. Let's go through the league settings. All Madden, simulation. Quarterly, what was I doing? 13 minutes? 12 minutes? Let's do 12 minutes. We don't need any of that. Everything's manual here. Manage practice reps. Okay, we'll just keep this default here. Auto progress players. We don't want that. Ability recaps, turbo pop-ups. That's fine. Trade type. Enable all. Disabled. Enable human. Doesn't make sense to me. We're going to leave that as normal. Salary cap will be on. Let's see. We're going to leave this as normal. There we go. Relocation settings. We could do that. Practice injury. I'm taking practice injury off. I don't want my guy getting a fucking blowing his ACL out on the week 3 practice. That's stupid. We're just using practice to level players up. So if you want to hate me in the comments, go ahead. I'm turning that fucking crap off. Pre-existing injury, we're going to turn that off. We're starting from scratch. Storyline, blah, blah, blah. Draft presentation, full draft timer. Bandits, I don't know what that is. Free agent negotiation, stage 1. Number of players. What is it? The number of players. I think this should be unlimited. I don't really see a reason why. I mean, I don't know. We'll leave it normal, I guess. I don't really mess with this too much. I think this was 10. Yeah, I don't really mess with this too much. Pre-order bonus. I don't know. I didn't pre-order the game. Turn this off. I don't want to be fired for some weird reason. Career clock. Don't know what that is. We can just leave that like it is. I don't really... Ability edit controls, player trait edit controls. This is just normal. I'm trying to keep it as kind of default as possible. Oh, I see. You can't cut someone. I got it. Okay. Off-season player cut limit fill roster. I'm going to turn this off. We may need to turn this on sometimes, like if you don't have a long snapper or something. Let's see. Everything is set to normal setting. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Preseason starting point. League settings. We did all this. We just did that, right? Let's see. We're good. Oh, wait. Hold on. Kick meter. Is there a pass meter on this? Yeah, I may need to fuck with that. I didn't see the pass meter on. Anyway, that may be something later on. So let's go ahead and start playing preseason. Boom. So we're going to simulate through this stuff, the first part of it. I've only gone through this once, and I kind of don't really remember exactly what I did, but we'll go through this together. So, training camp, Coach Carousel. Okay. What does Marvin Foster bring to the table here? Quarterback runs pitch perfect, heavy sets, West Coast. Big back, run and shoot. We want someone with the air raid pistol. Move the chains, I kind of like. Gadget, and old school, we use that. We can bring our system in with him, so that's fine. Abilities for him. We were using Happier Feet, Riot Shield, and People Movers. So we've got everything. We're good. Awesome. And then, oops. So for the all Madden effort, looks like some other ones I haven't seen. Dr. Dots. Okay, let's see what Buck Sully's got. We want after school tutor. Maybe camp counselor, but definitely after school tutor, so. Oh, we don't have enough points. Hold on, is my screen zoomed in? I think my screen zoomed in. Yeah, I think my screen is zoomed in. Hold on. Sometimes when I tab in and out, it zoomed my screen in. I didn't realize that. All right, game, come on. Okay, good. Cool. So what does this guy bring to the table here? Ground Guardians, side no fly zone, blah, 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 blah. Cover 4 Guru we can use, because we're probably going to be using a lot of cover 4 and man-to-man defense as well. Definitely want some Island Kings going on. Where's Mano a Mano? There we go, mano mano. I used Island Kings mano mano and Sheddables. Sheddables available? Or something similar. There's Trench Goblin, which is close. We don't have Sheddables. We do not have Sheddables. I love Sheddables. So should we fire him? Let's fire John Grant. Let's go hire someone. Okay. So he has... What does he have? Trench Goblins... Aerial... He's got Sheddables. And Cover 4 Guru. We can kind of work with that. Let's see. Scott Anderson. And maybe these will open up as we level them up. He's got Island Kings. And Cover 4 Gurus. I'd like to see Sheddables on it. Let's see. John Gray. This guy we just fired. Okay, so... Emmanuel Ortega has... Trench Goblins. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna hire Jonathan Gannon. Actually, looks like a real coach. Let's go ahead and hire him. Beautiful. Okay. Let's fire Fowler. Let's see who's available. All right, so Brandon Starks is our guy. All right, cool. And then Wallace Smith. What are the ones that we usually like? Practice shield, not impact guard, one global fish. Game shield, and there was another one. So I don't mind that so much. He's level 9. We'll keep him. We'll actually keep him. That's fine. Beautiful. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's do the interview. I don't know how long this video is. I'm sorry if it's going to be long.
The dawn of a new season brings the dawn of a new era for this franchise. There's a new coach in charge, tasked with guiding this team to the peak of the NFL. For someone with dreams of reaching Canton, this first day and their first interview will set the stage for a career to come.
Obviously, you need to be able to adapt to your talent, but you need to have a foundation. You need to have a foundation of talent, foundation set in place so you can look for specific talent. Oh, definitely defense. Definitely defense. I really like dominating the line. We'll do defensive line. scouting prospects. I think that obviously developing offense, defense, that comes, but we're not too gadgety. We're going to call quick, efficient plays and get players with good attributes that can, example like receivers that can run those quick routes, running backs that can that are physical, that'll hit the hole, linemen that'll block. So I think scouting prospects. Yep, we're gonna build our team through the draft. And with this playthrough, it's gonna be more focused on kind of minimalism almost. Not doing a ton of trades. In the beginning with the Panthers, I made a bunch of trades. I was always trading, things like that. I wasn't trying to exploit or anything like that, but I think with this team, starting over, I'd like to actually kind of, build through the draft, be more like the Packers. The Packers are very good at that, where they don't make a ton of drafts, or a ton of trades. They build through the draft. They'll do trades here or there, but they try to really develop the players they have. And that's where they kind of build their success from. So let's see. We're good there. Position battle. I don't really care about this position battle because it may not come into play. We're just going to start the preseason strong. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so you pretty much know this stuff. We just got to get our coach leveled up to the point where we can open up the things that we want to use. Weekly strategy. Let's see what we have available. Alright, so starting, I'm not sure exactly what to do with some of these, to be honest. So we're going to do Riot Shield. We're going to stick with the ones I like. Riot Shield, we're going to do the Island Kings. I'd like to... Player development. I'd like to see... Edge Focus. Not sure what those are, to be honest. Scouting buff. We're going to do this one, Fit Finder. It seems pretty good. We'll do that. Not sure exactly if it's great or whatever, so yeah. Play sheets, let's see. Definitely the Air Raid. And we'll do... Air Raid Pistol. Let's see, we'll do the none of these really. 335 and the what is it? Oh, so we only got 2 of them to use. I see what we got here. So we'll do that and the 335. That's fine, not a problem. Trainer abilities. Let's see. We're really starting from fucking scratch. Boom. There we go. I like that one. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. So, like I said, we're going to advance the season and then kind of take over next season is what we're going to do. I'm not sure where the Cardinals pick this year, but we'll try to get as close as possible. Let's see. Strategy, confirm and advance. Age 21, Walter Nolan. Let's see. Well, that's fine. 22 hidden devs. Jordan Birch, 23 hidden devs. Those are fine with me. Don't have much of a problem with that. So we'll simulate the training and continue on. Looks like we can upgrade some players, which is cool.
The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly,
We know all
upgrade
this.
your team
We
at
played
the
this
end.
game. We know all this. All right, so
These are player tags.
we got it. We got the
Players
player
with
tabs. So we're gonna go ahead and look at his rating, see what he's weak at. So it looks like he's a bit more of a power player. He's got good strength, decent block shedding. Let's see, his play recognition can definitely be worked on. Let's see what can work on his play recognition, which I believe is. We're gonna go ahead and work. Just push nose tackle for him. Play recognition +1, good. That's really what we needed. That's the most important thing. And then the traits. I'm not gonna worry about traits right now. We'll worry about that next season. Defensive tackle. He's 286 pounds, which means he's a bit more of a rush, maybe like a pass rusher. Let's see, overview. His ratings. Strength is low. Power moves, finesse, but he's pretty much sucks, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and get his power rushing up to a 70. He probably is not worth keeping, to be quite frank. We're going to just upgrade all players. That's fine. We need to get to the next season. Like I said, I don't want to drag this out as long. I don't want to rush through, but I don't want to drag as well. Sim to Super Bowl. We're going to go ahead and sim to the offseason. That's what we're going to do. We're running through this mofo. That's what we're doing. So we're going to sim the offseason. And then we're going to take a look at the roster. We're going to get rid of Kyler Murray. 100% that's going to happen. But yeah, we're going to sim to the offseason. Hopefully I did this correct. Yeah, I hope this is interesting. I'm going to try to take everything that I learned from the Panther franchise and move it into this franchise. And also, like I said, bump it up to all Madden. So, we'll see. I know in reading, I read some Reddits. A lot of people use XP sliders for Madden. I'd want to really avoid that unless the game is just completely full of bullshit. Which, like I said, I have played franchises many times on all Madden. We should be good. Just got to be a bit more careful and cognizant of what works and what doesn't work. Just be very quick to adjust, that's all. And we should be fine. Cool. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and do the season recap. Cool. I'm not sure where we're picking because I don't know what draft picks and things like that we have. If we have any. There we go. Boom. So we got to go through our roster first and foremost. 100%. Let's get our prospects here. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks first and foremost. So I wonder if they did the... Let me see. Okay. So let's see. So we got Juan Gales, top 5. Is it 3 to 4 round talent, which doesn't bode well for him. We don't need a lot of awareness because we're going to be using the quarterback, but like his stamina, things like that. Like he's got bad stamina. Let's see, like his injury's bad, so he will not be a good pick, good quarterback for us to look at. So let's take a look at Lorenzo McBride. Yeah, deep, medium, short. I really like that. Let's see. I don't like the stamina thing. Let's see something real quick. We're just gonna favorite some of these ones that have better stamina and injury and stuff. There we go. So we'll favorite these guys. I think that's the most important thing. Just keep them healthy on the field. I'm sure they'll have good enough attributes that we can pass the ball. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna look at our roster real quick. Yeah, hold on. We got 247 points we could use, so we could put them. First of all, I'm gonna grab the trainer stuff, and we'll try to unlock some things here. Let's see. Injury. I like injury shield, and I think he has the other one I like open already. What was it? Injury shield. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yes. Injury shield. And game shield. I like those. So we've got those open. So I just want to kind of open the things that I actually like. So we've got the Island Kings open, Mono a Mono, Cover 4 Guru. We need to open up Sheddables. Is this available? Sheddables. Let's go ahead and open that up. Boom. So now we at least have the things that we like available and we can level those up. Bam. Riot Shield, love it. People Movers, that's the other one I like. Riot Shield, the People Movers, love those two. And then when it comes to like receivers, is it going to be over here? Probably not. Let's see. Here it goes. Happier Feet. I don't think that's open. Happier Feet. Boom. Those are the three that I like. We're going to stick with those. So with this, we're going to do Camp Counselor. We're going to make sure we have where was Camp Counselor at? Okay. Player Development. Okay, Camp Counselor. An After School Tutor. There we go, boom. Those are the ones that are pretty important. Camp Counselor is very good if you use mini games. I'm going to try to do mini games. This is the most important one in my opinion, especially for the first few weeks of the season. That's very important. But we have the things that we like available and open. Let's take a look at some play sheets here. We do like the air raid pistol, and we do like. I don't think we have points to open anything else, to be honest. So we got air raid pistol. Let's see our defensive ones. Yeah, we need the defensive ones. We don't have enough. That's okay. That's fine. We can work with that. Manage team, upgrade players. Not concerned about upgrading players at all right now. GM's office. We're going to go ahead and look at the NFL rosters. And we're going to start cutting fuckers and shit. Kyler Murray. I wonder what we can get for him. Let's go ahead and try to trade this guy.
This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see...
He's got 2 skill points. I mean, let's do Field General. Not interested at all in him. With his little training bra that he wears in practice. Not interested. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. We're going to... Well, can I trade him yet? Might just fucking release this guy, to be quite frank. I don't know why I can't trade him yet. Maybe we're not far enough into this yet. That's okay. So quarterback, we're definitely going to need. Trey Benson is a good player we can kind of develop our offense around. So I'm actually probably will keep him and DeMarcado, I think, as well. I think we're good at running back for now. Let's see, halfback. If we cut Connor, what'll happen? I do like Connor in real life, but we need to kind of go away from some of these players. We're moving as captain. No. We don't need him as captain. Let's see, release. We don't need that. We may just leave him on the team. Let's see his contracts. We may leave him on the team. We may have to. One more left. Yeah, we'll probably have to leave him on the team. But we'll see how that goes. I don't mind using him for a season, to be honest. Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr. definitely can revolve our receiving core around him. Let's see, Zay Jones. No one's really that expensive, so we're fine at receiver. I'm not that worried about it. We could probably use a little bit of speed at the receiver category, or position, but I'm not overly concerned. Obviously, McBride, we're fine with that. Maybe could use a tight end in the draft. Let's see, left tackle. Beautiful. I wonder what his, let's see his ratings. Nice, good left tackle. Okay. One block power, pass block. He can. Let's see, agility. I like agility in this at the left tackle position. So, but Portis Johnson is something we could definitely keep. Let's see. One more year on his contract. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that too much right now. Let's see. Left guard. We're pretty good there. Strength, awareness. That's fine. Strength, awareness. Yeah, he looks good. Let's see, this guy right here is that's his contracts, I should say. Contract. He's only got 1 year left, so he may need a center. Yeah, we're gonna need some depth on the offensive line, interior especially. 28 years old. Right tackle, we can kind of. Our line is pretty good. It's not bad. We could definitely go after some other players as of right now. Xavier Collins. He looks solid. Actually, Jordan Burks looks pretty good, to be quite frank. Speed, acceleration, strength. Yeah. Burks might be pretty good. So we could probably trade a couple of these guys, to be honest. Savings penalty. I wonder if we cut him. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so he'd be someone to cut or trade. If possible. I think both of our edges we could if we needed to. Right edge. We get thinking of a lot of edges. Jesus Christ. Future starter, speed, acceleration. We can keep some of these guys. 29 years old, Josh Sweat. He's like premier in real life. Okay. See his contract. He's got 3 years left, but he would be our premier kind of pass rusher. We probably would have to keep him. Let's see. Don't really like any of our linemen that much, to be honest. Probably can get a defensive tackle in the draft. Sam will need. Let's see. Let's start writing this down. Defensive tackle is Sam. Let's see, Will. Speed, acceleration. I kind of like this Pape guy, to be honest. Yeah, we gotta just get his play recognition up, but he's pretty good. I don't mind the Wills. The Wills are fine. Okay. Okay. We got some corners we can work with. Williams guy might be someone we could. He might be willing. He might be a trade guy. Let's see. possible. Trying to make a ton of trades, but we'll see what we do in the draft. And then what was it? The left edge. The left edge we could probably do something with. Collins. Collins, maybe. Actually, I'll probably trade Browning. We'll do Browning. Browning. Yep. He'd be someone to look at trading, possibly. Free safety. Free safety is one of the most important positions on my team. Look, I like this guy's speed. I like the free safeties in our team. I like them. Definitely like them. So, Buda Baker, he looks good. Yeah, he could definitely work. Let's see what his...
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability.
Let's see his ratings here. Zone coverage, tackling, pursuit. Believe it or not, it's tackling. So we're going to do his... We're going to just run support, believe it or not. We can keep him on the team. We have 2 good safeties. We'll see if we get in the draft. We're going to go over all the abilities and things like that before the season starts. I'm not worried about that right now. So boom, we're pretty good there. Kicker, punter, long. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got our normal picks. So let's go ahead and get out of here and kind of see what we can do trade wise. So let's go ahead and manage the team. Actually, no, go to GM's office. Oh, we can't trade yet, right? Let's. I don't think we can. I think we tried. Let's see. Can't trade it. So we're gonna have to move forward. Actually, I think the team's pretty good. It's not that bad, to be honest. Let's see, next week. Players ready to negotiate.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to keep them around next season and beyond.
Don't really want to accept options yet. He's a free safety, 28 years old. Let's look at his player card. I don't think he's the starter, though. 28, overview, let's see. Ratings, speed. Play recognition's there. He's good. How much does he want? Let's see.
You can view the player's overall interest in your team here.
He's not a starter. Too expensive. We'll let him go. Zay Jones. Oh, I got a lot of cap room. Arizona's a good team to start with. I didn't even really go through that, to be honest. Let's see. Zay Jones. He's 31 years old. Not worried about him. Greg Dortch. Not worried about him, to be honest. Not worried about Knight. Right tackle. Not really worried about him too much. Is he cheap? Let's overview here. Ratings. He'd run blocking, pass blocking. He needs to work on his power, on his run blocking power, and things like that. Let's go ahead and work on his power. See how much he wants. For 75, nope. Not that interested, to be honest. I mean, he might be a decent backup for a couple seasons or something. He might not be. He might be worth signing for like 2 years. Hold on. Let's see. For 2 seasons, $7 million for a backup. Sounds like a lot to me. I'm not worried about that yet. Will Hernandez, 30 years old, right guard. $7 million total. I don't know if he's our starter, though. punters. Let's see. I don't know. Is he any good? I don't know if he's any good, but I don't want to really fuck with punters too much. Let's see. I think about $4 million a year as a punter, as a kicker. I don't know. Don't know. He looks good. Nope, I won't keep it. I'll keep the punter. I'm not going to keep the kicker. I think it's going to be a longer process than I thought, so let's hang in there. We'll get it. Let's see what he wants here. That's fine. Okay, that's whatever. Dude, you're a fucking kicker. Alright, so let's keep moving. Yeah. Paris Johnson would be someone... Man, I think he'd be worth keeping. He's going to be a lot of money, though. Let's see. Ratings, 89 strength, run block. Ah, he's very good. His option would be 17 million, which isn't bad for left tackle. You know, I'm going to accept it. We'll accept this 5th-year option. Let's go to stats and contracts. Let's see. Yep, 17. That's fine. For left tackle, that's what you're going to pay for a left tackle.
One season ends and the work begins.
Pass the game, absolutely, especially in all Madden. Yep, timing. I don't like that attitude, coach. Let's level these guys up. We're just going to upgrade all players. Boom. Okay, so. Yeah, we're fine with this. We're fine with this. Let's see. Can we trade? Can we trade? Restructure release. Move him as captain. Okay, we got to move him as captain. He should have never been one in the first place, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and advance week. We'll take a look at those things when we draft. I'm trying not to drag this video on too long. Let's see, some free agents out there.
You have a certain number of active negotiations available for each.
Now, defensive tackle. Let's see. We kind of needed one, but he's old. Let's see. Pickens is at all. We have plenty of receivers, though. Let's see. Tyler Algier might not be the worst sign. Let's see. Yeah, he may not be the worst sign, to be honest. How much do you want? It's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. Keandre Miller's good. Hmm. Play recognition's a little low. Let's see. Tutu Atwell, who we got here? Who is available here? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to kind of let this ride, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can trade. Trade. Let's see who wants this guy. Okay. Browns. They'd be negative 38 million, though. We need a team that can actually take them. Teams can't take them, that's the problem. Raiders might not be the worst. Top need is quarterback, but they don't want him. I don't blame them. Let's see what the Saints can offer us. Ooh, they have the 8th pick? Shit. So we had a first, second, and a third. That's asking a lot, but I don't know. I don't know like what trading a quarterback like this would get. You know. Let's see. Trading Clyde. Okay, cool. All right, that's fine. First and a second, that would work for me. Let's see, a third. Close. Really? Huh. Interesting. Okay. It's the 6th then. Whew, so let's throw a 5th. That's fine. Shut the front door, seriously. Actually, it might work. We might be able to do something like this. Hold on, hold on. I don't like generally picking this high. To be honest. Well, let's do something real quick. What is our first round pick? We have pick 25. So we can move up. We can move up in the draft. I'd like to have those 2 picks, though. Let's see. Hold on. When we can get the 8th pick of the draft. We could probably use that pick to trade down, though, if we had to. First and a 4th. Did we? Okay, first and a 4th. So just a first for him? I wouldn't be overly opposed to that. Because we don't need a lot of... I guess we do. Because I'm just thinking, should we go first round pick 8? Or should we just start going like 2nd, 3rd, 4th? You know what I'm saying? So maybe do something like this. 2nd, 3rd, 4th round pick. Something like just get 3 picks for him. I don't know how viable or unviable that would be. We do use strong draft. We would need a quarterback. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. We'll do that. Try to get a third out of it, but I'm going to offer like my 5th, 6th, and 7th. Something like that. Okay. I don't think these really matter. Dang it. I think I've asked for that a million times. Sorry if I keep doing that. Let's do this. 1st and a 5th. What? Fuck it, let's see if we can just get this. Trade declined. Here we go. Okay. Boom, there we go. Okay, cool. So the Saint, we traded him to the Saints. So we got a first round pick? So we got a 1st round pick for Kyler Murray, which I think is fair. I don't know in real life if they would get that, but I think it's fair, to be honest, for a starting quarterback like that. James Conner, I think, would hurt us to get rid of him. Let's see, Harrison, Wilson. Okay, cool. We got 2 really good receivers we can work with there. Left tackle. We need offensive line. That's what we need, which is fine. That's our biggest issue is offensive line. Let's see. I think we're pretty good defensive line wise. We got a couple of studs up front. Maybe get a defensive tackle. Sam linebacker. So let's see. Offensive line's the biggest need. Just get as many linemen basically as we can. Let's see. Cornerback. I think we're pretty good. Not too bad. Don't mind our free safety at all. Don't mind them one bit. Okay, we can work with our safeties. Free safety, possibly, if there's one out there. Sometimes they're just like a generational fucking safety out there. And free safeties are hard to get your hands on, so that's definitely something we can look at. That's okay. Boom. So we had 2 first-round picks, and then the rest regular picks. So, franchise settings, league settings. Let's see. All Madden simulation. Blah 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 blah. I don't know where you put the strong draft. Where would it be? Nope. Huh. Mic check, mic check. Okay, cool. Mic went out again. Sorry. So there we go. So we just did our draft class to strong. I highly recommend that. I like it, and the reason why I like it is it doesn't necessarily make your 1st round pick the best pick. It helps your draft be a bit more consistent, so like your 3rd and 4th round picks are more viable. That's why I like it. So anyway, let's go home. Let's really scout some college players. Let's look at these prospects. So obviously quarterback we're really going to need to look at. We already looked at that. Fullback, we can kind of pick one, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Receiver, we're good. Tight end. We need linemen. We need linemen. That's really what we need. So we can work with a lot of this kind of stuff. I really like this Brooks rushing guy. All right, cool. So we're going to kind of burn through this fairly quickly. I'm not going to sit here and really you know what? Fuck it. We're going to go through the draft. We're just going to go through the draft. Sorry, I know I'm bouncing back I'm trying not to have this last too long. So, let's continuing on. So let's look at the GM office. Like I said, I think we need offensive lineman, quarterback, offensive lineman. We're good at that. We're good at that. Tight ends were fine. We could probably maybe draft one. Yeah, we absolutely need linemen. Definitely a guard and a tackle. Okay. Free agents. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. A guard and a tackle. Evan Neal. Let's see. Pass block power. Oh god. Not too bad. Let's see his awareness 66. Nah, we don't need all that. Alright, let's keep moving on. I may have to edit some of this, so if it gets long-winded, I apologize. We're good. We're going to keep on going. Free agency recap. Definitely quarterback. So let's see, because we have a high pick in quarterback. Let's see. And then what's the best like lineman out there that's available, maybe available to us here? Definitely we need to be good. Let's see, lineman here for this. Let's see, agile, run 1 and 2, C to F. We're going to do Brooks rushing. We didn't do that. We did not do it. Okay. Let's see. So it's 2 quarterbacks, right? Let's see. 2 quarterbacks. I forget who they were. I want to say it was Bennett, right? Elton Bennett. And there was another guy. McBride. And then Boom. Okay, cool. So it's advanced week for the draft. Plan. So hopefully there's a good quarterback out there. We'll see. Then we won't have to worry too much about it. Okay, so we got a lot of cap space, and we want to keep it like that. So let's go ahead and start the NFL draft. This draft process might be a little bit longer than I usually do.
To the NFL draft.
I wonder if I have the timer on. Hope I don't. No, we're good. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna go. Next user pick. We have 2 minutes to make our selection. We're gonna be quick. Elton Bennett. Boom. He's our pick. He's gonna be our quarterback. We kind of know what we need. I wonder if we could go in the settings and turn that off. The draft clock. I don't like being rushed. Especially in our very first draft. Like, yo. I should have set all this up and then started recording instead of kind of setting it up as I'm recording, so. Oosh. See, we're rushing. We're not picking like we usually pick. Options, franchise setting, league settings, draft. Let's see. Let's see, draft. Draft timer off. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and skip ahead in the draft to our next user pick. So we definitely need linemen, 100%. So Pete Bean. Let's go ahead and see our... Let's see who's really overall available. Let's see. Weak. Don't want this guy. Take a look at this guy's player card. Nope. I don't like people. I don't like players with Fs. Like F grades. Don't like that at all. Let's see. Yep, not the biggest fan of any of these linemen, to be quite frank. So let's go ahead and see what we got, like, when it comes to defensive tackles. We do need a Sam. Ooh. Okay, we do need a Sam. We do need a Sam. What are we doing? Why did it pick somebody? I don't have a timer on. Oh, this is all messed up. Who did I get? Who the fuck is this guy? Who did they just have me pick? I did not select anyone. I don't know who I just fucking picked. Dude, this is fucked. I don't know who I picked. I don't know who that guy was. Was a left tackle? Oh, God. Okay. All right. Shit. I don't know why it selected anybody. It should not have done that. There was no timer. I wasn't pushing a button. Nothing. Let's go back to see if that Sam's available. Hold on. There was a Sam that we liked over there. Oh, this has become a mess. Damn it, man. Are you kidding me? We lost that one player I really liked. Okay, hold on. Ah! Man, that really kind of sucks, to be quite frank. I kind of like that play recognition on him. I'm gonna get this strong safety. I guess this draft's a little bit of a mess. This draft's a mess. It's okay. I did not want that left tackle. Fuck. Hopefully he's good. You know, I'm gonna stay positive. Hopefully he's good. I really wanted that Sam I was looking at. I don't know what happened there. Still do not know what happened. Oh my god, this guy won this. Okay. Let's see who's available. Erickson, 290. Let's go ahead and take a look at his player card, because that we kind of need a defensive tackle. Strength is terrible. Speed, great, solid acceleration, skills, finesse moves, play recognition's an F. We do not want that. Let's see. We could use like a backup tight end. Let's get Brent Henson. Let's get him. We're just throwing shit at the wall right now. We'll get all this honed in when we get all the settings right and stuff. There's something that's not right with this right now. It's all right. We just got to go through our process the whole season, do all of our like, you know, our scouting, things like that. So. Yep, this is going to be one of the worst drafts I've ever had, and that's fine. Skip ahead in the draft, the next user pick. Luckily, our team's good. Alright, so let's pick our player here. Any linemen here that are worth a shit? I think teal was good. I think I like teal. Yeah, we're gonna draft teal. I think we had our eye on him. So we've actually got two linemen. Oh my god, this is the worst draft I've ever had. Alright. Alright, I should have done more research. Alright, so... skip ahead in the draft to next user pick. We can work with all these guys. We can work with anybody. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our selection. We're gonna it's just gonna be the best linemen that are out there, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, we don't want that. We're getting this guy. Enrique Pagan. Looks pretty good. Okay. That might be one of the best picks we make today. Skip ahead in the draft to the next user pick. Let's go and make our selection. We still need a Sam, don't we? We completely forgot about that. All right. We're going to get Emmett Haskins. Looks like it might not be too bad. Man, that one Sam we could have drafted. I don't know what, I still don't know what happened. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the draft recap and see if we got anybody worth a shit. Oh, not bad. This Pagan guy was best pick we had, which is great. So we got Elton Bennett, strong arm quarterback. Let's see. Definitely solid enough that we can play with him. 100% he's going to start. Elton Bennett is going to be our quarterback. So Calvin Duggan. Let's see what the fucking PC picked for us here. Strength 89 is not bad. Let's see. Plus power, pass blocking. Believe it or not, we can work with him, but it'll probably never be anything worth a shit. Let's see. Becker, let's see. Speed, a little bit on the slow side. Let's see. Let's use tackling, shit like that. Let's see. .99 hit power. We can actually work with him kind of as like a buck linebacker at first. Oh, he was a shit pick. Terrible pick. Terrible pick. Let's see. This left guard, he may be like... Yeah. He may be able to be a starter from day one. Yeah. We got to get him in. We got to play him. I think he's going to be very good. And Haskins... So, yeah, we pretty much have trash, but we'll work with it. We will absolutely work with it. Draft was not very good. We just weren't able to go through a process. The computer picked that one guy we didn't really want. It was a little bit of a disaster, but, you know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So we'll definitely be all right. I'm not overly concerned about it. So we got a new starting quarterback. We've got our receivers, things like that. We got a lot of things already set in place. We may need to make a move or two here or there when it comes to like offensive line, maybe even a Sam linebacker, but won't be anything that big of a deal. If we do, I will show it on the first game of the season. So I'll catch you then. Later.